bugging me.
So hopping into the big topics, a state of play was just announced or released on what was it, Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday. So it had like a cool little, lineup, but obviously the state of play was literally only meant for one game only, and that was to sell their brand new their brand new game for the PS5, which is Ratchet and Clank. I forgot what's the title on it.
Rift Apart.
Rift Apart, yeah. So on that state of play, they showed us the fact that Among Us is coming for the PS4 and
PS5.
And PS5. And it also gave us the PlayStation users a skin for Ratchet and Clank.
That's cool.
To have on your characters. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The pets, you had told me that Among Us had added pets in. So the pet can be Clank,
Clank.
or
That's
whatever.
dope.
So that's pretty dope. I'll be sure to get that. And then also they showed us, what else did they show us?
The Subnautica.
Subnautica,
which
Absolute Zero.
They just gave us currently right now, if you have not done it, it's for free right now for the PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
But Sub-Zero, so they have a new DLC coming out for it, and that one is for the PS5 as well. So that's gonna look really good. It looked like it's a really cool game. After watching the Subnautica Sub-Zero, I really want to go back and play Subnautica because it's a survival game that takes
It's grounded.
place.
Yeah, it's like that vein. Yeah.
Right. So I definitely want to check it out. I never even heard of Subnautica before they announced it for a PS.
Yeah, it's been on Game
Plus
Pass
game.
for a while.
Has it?
Yeah, because I got all the achievements. Like I got the platinum equivalent on the Xbox side.
Okay. Nice.
So I like games that have to do with fishes. This is not as I was hoping it was more. There's some like supernatural stuff going on. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
Yeah. It looks like some cool stuff.
but it is a cool game.
Yeah. And so and then Ratchet and Clank was like a cool, almost like 8 or 9 minutes, maybe.
No, it was
more.
like 15. Yeah, it was like 15. Yeah, 16
okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
It was big.
It was long.
Yeah. So
Long chunk of gameplay.
as far as like that state of play stuff goes, how did you guys feel about Ratchet and Clank? Like the stuff that you guys saw.
Good. Let me hear what you guys
So
say,
yeah,
Mark.
so this was actually the first day of the play, maybe in a year, that I wasn't really liked. It wasn't on my calendar. I wasn't really hyped. All these other ones were like waiting, like when is it gonna launch? What's the new game? It's the Xbox versus PlayStation battle.
It was like stealth
Right.
dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one was just kind of like,
Came out of
okay.
nowhere a
Yeah.
little bit for me. I was like
Same.
all of a sudden,
and I just barely watched the videos today, a matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact. So based on Ratchet and Clank, the game looked good. It wasn't, jaw dropping,
Mm-hmm.
but it looked really good. I still need to play the 60 FPS. I have it downloaded, the update on the current game that they upgraded from 2016. But it looked like a fun platformer. I love platformers. So am I gonna buy it on day one? No. It looked really polished. It looked cool. How he was like phasing around, or I don't know if it's phasing, but
it was kind of like that jump with the trail or whatever. Is that what you're talking about?
That was pretty cool.
The dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
a dodge, cool movement. It was pretty cool. It looked pretty polished. That I was just, I wasn't overly excited. And I'm definitely not going to buy it on day one. So
Yeah. I kind of liked how they were talking about some of the utilizations of the controller, the DualSense controller on it. Like certain gun I think that they were showcasing was like if you lightly pulled the trigger, you could do like small taps to be able to hit more precision shots, and then you could pull it in all the way to get it spraying and spray and pray. So it'll be interesting to see because this will probably be like I guess you could say maybe a flagship.
Well, this is an
Type of
exclusive.
game or
This is
something.
one of their big
So,
ones this year.
Probably one that will try to utilize every aspect of the
sure.
DualSense controller that it can. I don't know if you'll be able to blow in it and it does something, but
sure you will.
I wouldn't put it past them. Especially since it's more of a kid-friendly game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I definitely liked the way it looked. They kept emphasizing that every time you go through one of those portals, that is a full level that you're hopping on.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
That's
cool
neat.
in itself. I don't know if you're gonna actually be able to explore that whole level or what. I don't know like the parameters that the game is gonna give as you're going through these things, but I thought it looked really good.
Were you all impressed with the weapons that he was using?
I feel like the weapons kind of looked like similar weapons that they've had. It does seem like with the second character that you're able to play as because of the storyline going, that the weapons are a little bit different. Like I think the girl has like a glove, and she was doing like throwing like some grenades out there or something like that was causing some damage. So it seems like with that aspect, it may switch up the gameplay to play a little bit different. But it kind of felt like it was around the same. But it's been ages since I've played a Ratchet and Clank. You know what I mean? I haven't even played the older one that got the upgrade. So, I think I might get this one. It'll just be a matter of time. When I get it, maybe catch it on like a $30 deal or something like that. I still haven't even opened up Legion. So that bitch is still in the wrapper. So if I catch this one, like, $30 or something like that, I might go ahead and buy it. But how'd you feel about it?
I don't know. It looks polished. I agree. Like, it looks pretty. High frame rate. All that's beautiful about it. It does look very pretty. The gameplay seems a little, like, fluty, like, soft. I don't know, like, not weighty enough to feel, like, exciting. Like, I thought the guns he was using were kind of pew-pew-ish.
Yeah, that's true.
Where like I want something weighty,
Maybe they were saving the weighty stuff for like
maybe, and so I was like, maybe this is just a problem because I haven't played it, and like if I'm playing it, it would feel a lot more enjoyable, like in my hands.
They said that haptic controller.
Yeah, and then of course the haptic, feedback. It seems like they're trying to build, which of course with Ratchet and Clank, like it's almost like a Pixar movie. Like they have like this, storyline kind of like this movie kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like there was a lot of downtime, like walking around from place to place before he finally fought somebody. And then it definitely seemed like some of the fights were a little bit like tiny. Like I would have liked more enemies on screen, like more enemies to kill, more action, a little bit more blood pumping, right? Using my cool weapons. It felt a little bit sporadic, like, okay, here's a guy kind of like shoot at that guy. And it just, I don't know, it wasn't gripping me. Like the gameplay wasn't like gripping at all. We're like, gosh, I can't wait to play that. It didn't feel that way, to me. And so I was like, I don't know, maybe I gotta play it more. And so like I fired up the Ratchet and Clank again.
Okay.
To play it for a little bit, play a little further. And it's fun, but there is like a little bit of like, it's not hard at all. Like it's easy. It's very casual. That's a good word for it. Like it's ultra casual. And I can see some, realm in which that would be I feel like playing a game like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think this game would have been, I know it's not what the game is, but I think it would have been really cool if it was more open. Where you're collecting gear and you're collecting guns and maybe applying mods to those guns. I know I mentioned a little more RPGs, but also like an open world too. Yeah. Where like there's NPCs you're going to and you're getting quests to do and you're just going out and just destroying stuff. I think that would have been cool rather than like walking this path waiting for some action or waiting for something to do. I'm just not sold yet. I'm not sold yet on this game, even with that demo, as pretty as it looks. I haven't been sold yet.
I would actually like to play a demo. If I could get a demo on PlayStation, then I would definitely check it out, Yeah. That would sell me more.
Yeah, when I was watching this, it kind of reminded... The only other platform that I played recently, other than the Astro Free one, that one was incredible, by the way. I love that game. Was, the last Super Mario... The last Super Mario game on the Switch. What is that one called?
Odyssey.
Is it called Odyssey? So, I love Odyssey for a couple reasons, but one thing for me that makes me keep wanting to play that game is the collection aspect. You want to find all the stars. You want to collect everything so you can buy all the outfits. And you can kind of like, it's platforming, but you can kind of collect and go back and do it. I would say this, from watching the trailer, it seems like it would be more of a one and done game. I'll play through it once. Okay, this was a fun, awesome game. It's made well, but like, what's the draw for me to play it some more? What's the draw to like look around? Replayability. Is there collecting? There needs to be a little more depth. I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game in a long time, so I could be, I could just be completely false. Maybe there is collection that I'm missing, but that'd be really cool if they showcase that more in the trailer. Like you're
that
saying
chase,
with weapons,
just something to
get
chase.
This super weapon, like you have to collect components from each level and build like a super weapon, something like that. That'd be cool. But
yeah.
like lucky me.